Hello everybody, welcome back to the Nibiru channel, March 10th, 2017. I want to share some very mysterious video footage that I filmed the other day, and this was a very long video, and you're going to be looking at it in time lapse because this video footage was several hours long. If you take a look at the red arrow, you're going to see a small spherical object start to appear right above the arrow. Now, it did take me quite a long period of time to view all of this video footage because it was basically just time-lapsed video of the sky. I was actually trying to videotape the chemtrailing that was being conducted that afternoon, and that chemtrailing was specifically over and in front of the sun. They were just literally trying to block the sun out. It was a crystal clear day, about 60 degrees. And then the chemtrail planes came out. So I decided to set the camera up and let it run. Well, lo and behold, towards the end of the video footage, I noticed this small spherical object kept appearing in the upper right-hand corner of the video. Now, what you're about to see in the next video clip, it is the same video. However, I've zoomed in to give you a better look at what was there. At first, I thought it might have been some cloud cover. The winds were moving at approximately 25 miles per hour that day. But as I zoomed into this video footage on my computer and started analyzing it, I can clearly see that this was a solid object. And it kept fading in and fading out. Now, as I looked at it on my computer screen, I started to realize that this looked very much like a planet. Now, some may say that this would possibly be the moon, but it was not the moon, because the moon was nowhere to be found in the view of my camera. The moon was very far off to the east during the time period that this video footage was being taken. As I further looked at this piece of video, I started to think to myself, is it a possibility that they're trying to cloak this planet, and whatever type of device or technology that they're using was failing at the point and allowing this object to be seen? I'm still quite amazed at what I've seen in this video footage, and when we move into the next clip, it's going to be the same video footage. However, it's going to be zoomed in a lot more. I tried to keep the zoom level to a minimum so we did not pixelize the image. But there's no doubt in my mind that whatever this object is, it is a very large, round, spherical object, and the only round spherical objects that we know of in space are planets. So as I started to zoom in even more, there was a very thin chemtrail cloud cover. Now, you really can't see it in the video footage because whatever they're spraying in the sky seems to be a very fine mist that really doesn't form clouds, but it forms a very light overcast situation in the sky. As you can see in this portion of the video, this object appears, these very thin cloud formations pass in front of it, and they're very thin. You can see right through them, but they seem to distort whatever is in the sky. I was pretty amazed at this footage. I still do not have concrete proof of what it is. You could make up your own minds, come to your own conclusions, but after viewing this video and viewing the zoomed in version, it's definitely not a lens flare. because the camera was not even pointed in that direction. The camera was pointed further to the right and directly towards the sun. So normally you would catch your lens flare very close to your illuminated object, and in this case, this illuminated object was very far off to the left, almost out of view of the camera. It was just by the grace of God that I caught this in view of this camera. I'm still pretty amazed at what was captured. Now, you did see one small jerk in the camera. There were very heavy winds blowing that day, and it was jostling the tripod a little bit. But as you're looking at this zoomed in version, I mean, I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, that clearly looks like a planet. I have no doubts in my mind that what was observed is a planetary object unknown to myself. And if any of you can figure it out, please, by all means, drop me a comment, send me an email. If any of you would like to analyze this video footage, download it onto your computer, take it apart piece by piece, and see what you can find. But I've never seen anything like this before, and I would have to admit that I'm quite lucky to catch this mysterious planet-looking object in the sky that day. I'm still pretty overwhelmed by what I saw, and once again, it only clarifies to me that there are objects within our solar system that are not supposed to be there. This is not Venus. This is not Mercury or Mars or the moon. None of these objects would have been in the sky at 3 p.m. in the early afternoon. As I have said, the moon was very far off to the left, due east, and very low in the sky. Because as I was setting up the tripod and the camera, I actually noticed that the moon was out, very bright, and the sky was crystal clear. So the moon was very visible off to the east. A few days before I took this video footage, I was having a discussion with Mr. Chris Potter, and he was showing me some video footage which is now very similar to what I'm showing you. It was captured by one of his subscribers, and as he was showing me the video footage, I took a few screenshots of what he was showing me, and at first we thought that it was possibly a reflection of the sun in the sky. But as we started to take the photograph apart, zoom in, and use a few filters to bring out the detail of the object, we clearly noticed that this was an object that had texture to it, ridges all around it. Now, that is a photograph of the still image of my object. The photograph you're looking at now is the object that was captured by a subscriber of Chris's. We zoomed into this photograph, and this is what we captured, and this is what it looks like. Now, that is definitely not a lens flare. I've seen similar photographs like this before. And then we zoomed in even more to capture more detail and added one more filter, which clearly shows that this is definitely a spherical object, a planet in our sky. I'd like to thank all of you for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the Nibiru channel. Keep yourself informed and updated. I'd also like to recommend, if you're looking for preparation supplies, you can visit Food for Liberty. I am one of their affiliates. There will be a link in the description box that you can click on and visit their website. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my best advice I can give you at this point in time is to stay informed, stay updated, and stay tuned. Thank you for watching. everybody. Welcome back to the Nibiru channel, March 10th, 2017. I want to share some very mysterious video footage that I filmed the other day, and this was a very, very long video, and you're going to be looking at it in time lapse because this video footage was several hours long. If you take a look at the red arrow, you're going to see a small spherical object start to appear right above the arrow. Now, it did take me quite a long period of time to view all of this video footage because it was basically just time-lapsed video of the sky. I was actually trying to videotape the chemtrailing that was being conducted that afternoon, and that chemtrailing